Okay, so imagine this. You're the most terrifying assassin the world has ever known. Like the John Wick of his story,
Yes.
right? Feared everywhere for just incredible speed, ruthless efficiency. Now, what if you just woke up tomorrow and you're an ordinary high schooler, no memory of how you got there? And what if that past, the one soaked in blood and regret, what if it just refuses to let you go?
Welcome to our deep dive today. We're looking into this really compelling, kind of wild story from a YouTube source when a top assassin is reborn as a schoolboy. Manhwa recap. Our mission basically is to untack this whole narrative. It's got a shocking premise, these intricate secret organizations, betrayals, and this really deep search for a new identity. Yeah, we're going to pull out the most thrilling bits, uncover the layers, maybe see what insights we can get about second chances and, well, inescapable pasts. Okay, let's get into it.
All right. So the story centers on this guy, Tuji, or his assassin name is Gungir. And that name alone, it just strikes fear into anyone who hears it. He's legendary. Unmatched skill, but deep down, all he really wants is a peaceful retirement. He's done with the bloodshed. He just wants to live quietly with his girlfriend, Mai, and their dog, John. His final mission is to eliminate a target named Chairman Akagi.
And he is good, as Gungir, I mean.
Yeah.
He pulls off the mission with just terrifying speed and precision, but it's that moment right after the kill.
Yeah.
That's what really hits home about him wanting a new life. He glances at Akagi's phone and sees a photo of the chairman and his daughter, and that one image, it just crystallizes everything he's yearning for,
It's a normal life.
Away from the shadows.
Yeah, it's a really powerful way to show that human side, even someone ruthless, but just when he thinks he's maybe finally free. Betrayal. And from the worst possible place, his closest friend, Hayate, another assassin, he ruthlessly murders Mai. And John, the dog.
Oh.
Yeah. And then, in this just gut-wrenching turn, Hayate kills Tuji himself. Turns out the organization, they wouldn't let him retire. They'd rather see him dead. His very last thoughts are just agonizing regret. Realizing his love for Mai basically led to her death because of the life he chose.
That is incredibly brutal and kind of subversive for an assassin story, isn't it? Like, usually they get away, or it suggests, yeah, maybe for some people, escape just isn't really on the table. But hold on, this isn't quite the end for Tuji. He starts hearing voices, murmuring. And the next thing he knows, he opens his eyes. He's not Tuji anymore. He's not dying next to Mai. He's confused, panicked, looks in a mirror, sees a total stranger.
Exactly. He's now in the body of a young high school kid named Kaido Fujiwara. And the backstory for how this happened, it involves a truck.
The classic truck comp.
The very same. A narrative device you see a lot in anime, manga, sends characters to new lives. So the original Kaido Fujiwara got hit by a truck, severe brain injury, fell into a coma for about a month.
Okay, but how did Tuji, our assassin, end up in Kaido's body? That's the really wild part here. He starts piecing together these memory fragments, right? And realizes his brain, Tuji's brain, which was unharmed, was somehow transferred into Kaido's body through some complex, maybe experimental surgery.
Yeah, the details are murky for him, but the result is clear.
Yeah.
Tuji's consciousness is now running the show in Kaido's body.
Whoa!
And the life he wakes up to is completely different. Kaido comes from a very wealthy, very loving family. His mother, Kyoko, she's just overjoyed he's awake. And his father, Taro Fujiwara. Turns out he's this massively successful manga artist, think global sensation level, solo leveling kind of success, huge wealth influence.
Seriously?
Oh, yeah. And his mom comes from a family of renowned doctors, so they're, pretty well off and connected. Kaido now is just overwhelmed by this massive shift. But he decides pretty quickly he's going to try and embrace this peaceful life for Kaido's parents, They seem devoted.
It's such a stark contrast, isn't it? From Gungir's life to this. It's a clean slate. Or so he hopes. And that dedication to his new parents, it immediately gives him the strong reason to just try and be normal. But as you might guess, for a legendary assassin reborn, normal doesn't exactly stick.
Not for long, no. The very next morning, his attempt at blending in gets interrupted by Yuzua. She's Kaido's childhood friend. Pulls up in this long limo.
Okay.
Implying her family might be even richer. Almost like daughter of Steve Jobs level wealthy.
Yeah.
Huge influence behind the scenes. She's cheerful but really stubborn. Demands to see Kaido right away.
And his first day back at school, definitely not the quiet retirement he pictured. It gets interrupted pretty fast by some local thugs, right? Tetsu and his gang. They're trying to mess with Yuzua, get money out of her. So yeah, new life meets old instincts head on.
Pretty much. Tetsu confronts Kaido, makes the big mistake of threatening Yuzua. Kaido, he wants to avoid violence in this new body. He really does. He calmly tells Tetsu to back off. But Tetsuo doesn't listen. He charges. And what's amazing is how Kaido just assesses the threat so casually. He takes down Tetsuo and his buddies effortlessly. Palm strikes, judo slams, just dominates them like it's nothing, like it's a Tuesday morning workout.
Just another Tuesday. That must have shocked everyone.
Oh, completely. Yuzua rushes over. She's stunned but also worried, sees blood on his collar. And her concern turns into this kind of angry sadness, which, interestingly, really mirrors how Mai used to worry about Tuji.
That's a neat parallel. So this whole incident basically forces him, Kaido, now, to face it, right? His past isn't just going to disappear, especially not when he needs to protect people.
Exactly. He promises Yuzua he won't make her worry again. It sort of cements his new purpose, protecting this life.
But these school bullies, they're just the beginning, aren't they? There's something bigger going on.
Way bigger. That same night, Tetsuo turns out he was acting under orders. He kidnaps Yuzua, lures Kaido to an abandoned factory. This wasn't random. It was a calculated move by a much larger organization.
Okay, the plot thickens. Why Yuzua? What do they want?
They want information. This group, called the Great Will Organization, and they are massive, global, thousands of assassins, they're after something Yuzua has, her inheritance. It's referred to as Fenrier's seed. They think threatening Kaido will make her spill the secrets.
Fenrier's seed. Sounds ominous. So what does Kaido walk into at this factory?
He's immediately facing some serious opposition. We're talking 40 armed thugs. Their leader, Suo. And then there's this guy, Inukami, a former pro wrestler who apparently killed a man in the ring. Terrifying dude.
40 guys plus a killer wrestler. Okay, that's a step up from school bullies.
Definitely. The organization boss even warned Suo, like, don't screw this up, Inukami alone could make you wet your pants.
Charming. So how does Kaido handle this? Still in high schooler's body, remember?
He's incredible. Executes this daring rescue. Takes out the initial wave of thugs like they're nothing. Then he gets into this really tactical fight with Inukami. He can't just one-shot him like maybe Gungir could have, but he uses his enhanced senses, his speed, focuses his attacks, wears him down, eventually knocks him out. Suo, he barely escapes, totally terrified, calls Kaido a monster.
So even in a weaker body, the skills, the instincts, they're still there, just maybe adapted.
Exactly. And this fight, it definitely gets noticed.
Yeah.
By the higher-ups in the Great Will Organization, we learn they have these elite ranks, the Lances, their top 100 assassins, and even higher, the Divine Spears, the top 12, all commanded by some shadowy figure called Odin.
Odin. Okay, heavy mythology vibes there.
Right, and they realize there's something special about this Kaido kid. They're not wrong.
So they don't just let it go, they send someone tougher.
Yep. They dispatch Sanjo, who is Lance number 67. His mission: assassinate Kaido. Kaido recognizes Sanjo's style immediately, knows he's from the same organization Gungir was part of. Yeah. And this forces this huge realization on him. Everything bad happening around Yuzua is directly connected to his past. His old life is literally hunting his new one.
That's heavy. So how does he react, knowing Sanjo is there specifically for him and, by extension, a threat to Yuzua?
He decides he has to protect her. He unleashes his full combat mode, that killing intent Gungir was known for. It's an intense fight, but Kaido ultimately defeats Sanjo. Doesn't kill him, but expertly matches his moves and leaves him with severed tendons, incapacitated.
Wow. So he's choosing not to kill even when pushed. That's significant.
It really is. It shows the internal struggle. He's fighting his old world, using its skills, but trying to protect his new worlds without becoming Gungir again. But the emotional hits just keep landing for Kaido. After this fight, Yuzua shows him a picture of her again.
Let me guess.
You got it. Kaido recognizes him instantly as Chairman Akatsuki.
No way. The guy Gungir killed on his last mission.
The very same. Kaido is just floored, absolutely crushed by guilt. He realizes he was the one who indirectly took Yuzua's father from her. Even though Hayate pulled the trigger, his mission set it all up. It sends him into this deep spiral.
Man, that's rough. The past isn't just haunting him, it's actively undermining his present relationships. He can't escape it.
Not at all. And the Great Will Organization, they're definitely not finished. They escalate again. Akatsuki, who is Divine Spear number 9, so way up the ladder, also known as Bidont, he enrolls at their school, a new transfer student.
Just like that, walks right in?
Walks right in. And he's not subtle. Yeah. Openly tells Kaido he's there to target both him and Yuzua. This guy is serious business, one of their absolute deadliest.
Okay, so this leads to a major confrontation, right?
Oh yeah, a huge rooftop showdown. It's a real clash of wills, skills, everything. And Akatsuki, he's cunning. He reveals his big tactic. He's planted bombs all over the school. Yeah. And they're connected directly to his prosthetic arm. He says if Kaido beats him, he might trigger them. If Kaido loses, Akatsuki can detonate them instantly.
Yeah.
Mass casualties threatened. The only way to stop it, he claims, is to sever the connection at his arm or, destroy his brain.
That's extreme blackmail. How does Kaido even respond to that?
Kaido, cool as ever, points out there's a third option. Just knock Akatsuki unconscious. And then, this is a huge moment, Kaido drops the bomb, figuratively this time. He reveals his true identity to Akatsuki. He speaks as Gungir.
He tells him. He admits who he used to be.
He does. It's like he's fully leaning into his past, not to embrace the killing, but using the legend itself as a weapon, maybe, to protect his present.
Wow. Okay, so what happens then? The fight must be incredible.
It is. It's a masterclass. You see Kaido's abilities really evolving. Despite the weaker body, he's got these newfound enhanced senses. He can somehow detect Akatsuki's consciousness, predict his moves. It's almost like precognition. He takes some brutal hits. His body isn't Gungir's, but his resolve is absolute. Win. Without killing anyone.
That commitment, even against a divine spear threatening to blow up the school, that says a lot. It's not just about power. It's about his new code, maybe.
Exactly. It's a profound statement. True strength isn't just destruction. It's protecting life, even when it's hard, resisting that darkness from his past. And Akatsuki, he's defeated, but he's also shocked. And strangely, he comes to believe him. He accepts that Kaido is Tuji, reborn. Because of the fighting style, sure, but maybe more, because Kaido chose not to kill him.
That's fascinating. Akatsuki, the enemy, kind of validates his new path, but it raises a question. These enhanced senses, detecting consciousness, where did that come from? It wasn't just Tuji's old skill set.
Good question. And the answer comes after Kaido has another one of these mysterious collapses he sometimes experiences. He wakes up, but not in the real world. He's in some kind of mind realm.
A mind realm.
Yeah. And there he meets his original self, Tuji, Gungir. This is where their minds actually merge. And Tuji, the original consciousness, gains access to Kaido's body's latent ability, this enhanced spatial awareness, the consciousness detection. It's not just a rebirth anymore, it's a fusion.
So Tuji's skills and experience combined with Kaido's unique sensory abilities, that's potentially game-changing.
Potentially.
And this merging, it feels like more than just a plot device. It suggests identity isn't just one thing, right? It's this complex mix of who we were and who we are now, all our experiences shaping us.
Precisely. And this leads us finally to the truth behind the whole brain transplant thing. We learn about two key players we haven't really discussed. Kyosuke Kuji, who used to be the Great Will Organization's doctor, and this special unit within the Japanese government called Argos, their entire mission, destroy the Great Will Organization.
Okay, Argos, government unit. So they were behind the brain swap?
Bingo. Argos orchestrated the whole thing. They desperately needed Tuji's skills, his legendary abilities, to fight the Great Will. They saw him as one of two keys needed to bring the organization down.
Two keys. What's the other one?
Fenrier's seed. The very thing the organization was trying to get from Yuzua.
Whoa. Okay, so this changes everything. His rebirth wasn't random chance or just truck-kun. It was strategic. He was chosen, deployed almost.
Exactly. He wasn't just reborn. He was repurposed as a strategic asset.
So this new life wasn't just a miracle. It was kind of manipulation. Or maybe a calculated second chance engineered by others.
You could see it either way. But this power, this fusion, it comes with a serious risk. Kuji, the doctor, warns him. Using Gungir's killing intent, tapping into that heightened state, it pushes his brain activity dangerously high. It could lead to fatal overload, prolonged comas. It's a real double-edged sword.
Yeah.
His greatest strength is also a potential self-destruct button.
Man, the stakes just keep getting higher. So with this new understanding, the shared enemy and the Great Will, what's the next step? Argos must have a plan.
They do. A new mission. Infiltrate Avalon.
Avalon sounds mythical, but probably not good.
Definitely not good. It's the Great Will's main research institute. Kuji describes it ominously as a factory that turns ordinary humans into monsters through genetic manipulation.
Yikes. Creating super soldiers, basically.
Something like that. Their goal on this mission is to retrieve data specifically on Fenrier's seed. They think the data holds the key to why Yuzua is being targeted and maybe how to dismantle the whole organization.
Okay, high-stakes infiltration into a monster factory. Sounds about right for this story. How does Kaido approach this? Does he feel like Gungir again, going back into the fray?
That's the crucial part. Right before they go in, there's this incredibly powerful moment. He declares, clear as day, I am Kaido Fujiwara.
Ah.
Yeah, it's a definitive statement. He's not Gungir anymore, not solely. He has fully embraced this new identity, Kaido Fujiwara, and his purpose is Kaido's purpose. Protect this new life, protect Yuzua, stop the organization.
He's found his new self within the chaos. That's huge.
It is. And what's really compelling as they infiltrate, he and a new ally from Argos named Raul, is Kaido's mindset. They get inside Avalon, and Kaido just effortlessly takes down these guards, described as enhanced assassins, products of that factory. They learn about a major threat inside Omega, this powerful mutant assassin guarding the place, poised to fight Kaido. But through it all, Kaido's resolve is solid. He completely rejects the Great Will's core belief, their twisted idea that the only method to change the world is by taking innocent lives. He's fighting against that darkness, not becoming it.
Wow, what an incredible arc we followed today. Seriously. From Gungir, the legend, his tragic end, to this bizarre rebirth as Kaido, the high schooler, his whole struggle with who he is, trying desperately to protect this new life, while fighting off this massive, shadowy organization that just keeps pulling him back towards the violence. It's intense.
It really is.
Yeah.
And the story just keeps asking these deep questions, doesn't it? About fate, about choice, what really makes a person who they are. Kaido Fujiwara, the guy who used to be Tuji.
Yeah.
He's caught right between these two worlds, carrying the weight of Gungir's past sins, but holding on to the hope of Kaido's future, constantly having to redefine what he stands for.
So it leaves you thinking, right? If past sins, literally become part of your new life, your new body, how do you redefine your purpose? And when you're caught like that, between the person you were and the person you're trying to become, what does finding your own sense of justice even mean, especially when the world seems determined to just drag you back into the darkness?